hours. Also, I've been building up my portfolio, which just means giving away art to friends, like making it and giving it away.
I prithee, pretty youth, let me be better acquainted with thee.
They say you are a melancholy fellow.
I am, so I do love it better than laughing.
Those who are an extremity of either are bondal fellows that betray themselves to every modern censure worse than drunk.
Why, 'tis good to be sad and say nothing.
Why then, it's good to be a poet.
I have neither the scholar's melancholy, which is emulation, nor the musician's, which is fantastical, nor torture's, which is proud, nor the soldier's, which is ambitious, nor the lawyer's, which is politic, nor the lady's, which is nice, nor the lover's, which is all of these. It is a melancholy of mine own, compounded of many simples, extracted of many objects, and indeed the sundry's contemplation of my travels, which my often rumination wraps me in a most humorous sadness.
Travel? By my faith, you have great reason to be sad. I fear you have sold your own land to see other men's, and then to have seen much and to have nothing is to have rich eyes and poor hands.
Yes, I have gained my experience.
And your experience makes you sad. I'd rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad, and to travel for it, too.
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
Nay then, God be with you, and you talk in plain verse.
Farewell, Mr. Traveler. Look, you lisp and wear strange suits, disable all the benefits of your country, be out of love with your nativity, and almost chide God for making you that countenance that you are, or I will scarce think you have swam in a gondola. Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You, a lover, and you serve me such another trick, never coming by sight more.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love? He that will divide a minute to 1,000 parts and break but a part of 1,000th part of a minute in the affairs of love. Why, it might be said of him that Cupid hath clapped him on the shoulder, but I'll warrant him heart whole.
Pardon me, dear Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy, never come in my sight more. I had as lief be wood of a snail.
Of a snail?
Aye, of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he brings his house on his head. A better jointure, I think, than you make a woman. Besides, he brings his destiny with him.
What's that?
Why, whore. Such as you are fain to be beholding to your wives for, but he comes armed in his fortune and prevents the slander of his wife.
Well, virtue is no horn maker, and my Rosalind is virtuous.
And I am your Rosalind.
Pleases him to call you so, but he hath a Rosalind of a rather better leer than you.
Come, woo me, for now I am in a holiday humor, and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I were your very, very Rosalind?
I would kiss me.
Nay, you were better speak first. And when you were gravelled for lack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss. Very good orators, when they are out, they will spit, and for lovers lacking, God warrant is matter. The cleanliest shift is to kiss.
How if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter. Am I not your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Well, in her person I say I will not have you.
Then in my own person I die.
No, faith, die by attorney. This poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time there was never any man died in his own person Vilicet in love cause. Troilus had his brains dashed out with a Grecian club, yet he did what he could to die before, and he is one of the patterns of love. Leander, he would have lived many a fair year, and the hero had to none. If it had not been for a hot midsummer night, for, good youth, he went but forth to washing in the Hellespont, and being taken with the cramp was drowned. And the foolish coroners of the age found it was hero of Sestos. But these are all lies. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind. I protest her frown might kill me.
By this hand it will not kill a fly. But come, woo me, and ask me what you will. I will grant it.
Then love me, Rosalind.
Aye, faith will I. Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Well then, can one have too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you shall play the priest and marry us. Give me your hands, Orlando. What do you say, sister?
I pray thee, marry us.
I cannot say the word.
You must begin, will you, Orlando?
Go to. Well, you, Orlando, have to wipe this Rosalind.
I will.
Aye, but when?
Why now? As fast as she can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do take thee, Orlando, for husband. There's a girl goes before the priest, and certainly a woman's thoughts run before her actions.
So do all thoughts, they are winged.
Now tell me how long you would have her after you possessed her.
Forever and a day.
Say day without the ever. No, Orlando, men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of him than a Barbary cock pigeon over his head. More clamorous than a parrot against rain. More newfangled than an ape. More giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will weep for nothing like Diana at the fountain. And that when thou art most inclined to be merry. I will laugh like a hyena. And that when thou art most inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my faith, she will do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
Or else she could not have the wit to do this. The wiser, the waywarder. Let the doors upon a woman's wit, and it will out at the casement. Shut that, 'twill out at the keyhole. Stop that, and 'twill fly out with the smoke from the chimney.
A man that had a wife with such wit, he might say, whither wilt?
Now you might keep that check for it till you met your wife's wit going to your neighbor's bed.
What wit could wit have to excuse that?
Why, to say she came to seek you there. You shall never take her without her answer unless you take her without her tongue. Well, that woman that cannot make her own fault her husband's occasion, let her never nurse her child herself, for she will breed it like a fool.
For these next 2 hours, Rosalind, I will leave thee.
Alas, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Aye, go your ways, go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My furnace told me so much, and I thought no less. That flattering tongue of yours won me. 'Tis but one cast away, and so, come death. 2 o'clock is your hour?
Aye, sweet Rosalind.
By my faith, and in good soth, and so God mend me, and by all pretty oaths that are not dangerous, if you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her that you call Rosalind, who may be chosen out of the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore, beware my censure, your promise.
No less religion than if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So adieu.
Well, time is the old defender, who examines all offenders, and let time try. Adieu.
You have simply misused our sex in your love crate. We ought to have your doublet hose tucked over your head so the world can see what the bird hath done to her own nest.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz. I wish I could tell you how many fathom deep I am in love, but it cannot be sounded. My affection hath an unknown bottom like the Bay of Portugal.
Rather bottom less, for as fast as you pour your affection in, it runs out.
No, that wicked bastard of Venus, that was the god of thought, conceived of Selene and born of madness, that blind, rascally boy that abuses everyone's eyes because his own are out, let him be the judge how deep I am in love. I'll tell the Aliena, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I'll go find a shadow and sigh till he come.
And I'll sleep.
Which is he that killed the deer?
Sir, it was I.
Let's present him to the Duke, like a Roman conqueror. And it would do well to set the deer's horns upon his head for a branch of victory. Have you no song, Forester, for this purpose?
Oh, yes, sir.
Sing it. No matter how it be in tune, so it make noise enough.
What shall he have that killed the deer? His leather skin and horns to wear, and sing him ho. Take thou no scorn to wear the horn, it was a crest that thou wast born. Thy father's father wore it, and thy father bore it. The horn, the lusty horn, is not a thing to laugh to scorn. Ah!
What, it's not past 2 o'clock and here, much Orlando?
I warned thee, but have taken his bow and arrow and gone forth to sleep. Come, sir. My errand is to you, fair youth. My gentle Phoebe, bid me give you this. I know not the contents, but as I guess by her stern brow and stinging expression, it bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, I am but as the guiltless messenger.
Patience herself would startle at this letter and play the swagger. Bear this, bear all. She says, I am not fair and that I lack manners. She calls me proud and that she could not love me were man as rare as Phoenix. What's my will? Her love is not the hair that I do hunt. Why writes she so to me? Well, shepherd, well, this is a letter of your own device.
No, I pray you, I know not the contents. Phoebe did write it.
Come, you are a fool and turned it to the extremity of love. I saw her hand. She has a leathern hand. I verily did think that her old gloves were on, but 'twas her hand. That's no matter. I say to you, she never did invent this letter. This is a man's invention in his hand.
Sure, it was hers.
Why, 'tis a boisterous and a cruel style, a style for challengers. She defies me. Woman's gentle brain did not drop forth such giant rude invention. Will you hear the letter?
So please you, for I ne'er heard it yet heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
She Phoebes me. Mark how the tyrant writes. Art thou God to shepherd turn that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
Saw you thus railing?
Why, thy God had laid apart, warrest thou with woman's heart? Did you ever hear such railing? Whilst the eye of man did woo me, that could do no vengeance to me, meaning me, a beast. If the scorn of your bright eye have power to raise such love in mine, alack in me what strange effect would they work in mild aspect? Whilst you chid me, I did love. How then might your prayers move? He that brings this love to thee little knows this love in me, and in him seal up thy mind, if that gentle youth and kind will the faithful offer take of me and all that I can make. Or else by him my love deny, and then I'll study how to die.
Call you this trident?
Alas, poor shepherd.
What, do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman? To be made an instrument, play false strings upon me, not to be endured. Well, go your ways to her, for I see love hath made thee a tame thing. And say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee. If she will not, then I will never have her unless thou entreat for her. Oh, if you be a true lover hence, not a word, for here comes more company.
Good morning, fair ones. Pray you, if you know where in the purlieus of this forest stands the sheepcote fenced about with olive trees.
West of this place, down in the neighbor bottom, the rank osiers by the murmuring stream will take you to the place, but at this hour the house doth keep itself, there are none within.
If then and I may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description. Such garments and such years, the boy is dark, of female favor, and bestows himself like a right sister. The woman low and fairer than her brother. Are not you the owner of the house I did inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say that we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind, he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame. If you will know of me, what man I am, and how and why and where this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell us.
When last the younger Orlando parted from you, he left a promise to return again within an hour, and pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy lo it befell. He threw his eye aside, and marked what object had presented itself. Under an oak, whose boughs were mossed with age and high top bald with dry antiquity, a wretched ragged man, o'ergrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. About his neck, a green and gilded snake had breathed itself, who with her head nimble and breast approached the opening of his mouth. But suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unlinked itself and with indented glides slipped away into a bush. Under which bush's shade, a lioness, with udders all drawn dry, lay couching, head on ground with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir. For 'tis the royal disposition of that beast to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead. This seen, Orlando did approach the man and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
I have heard him speak of that same brother. He did render him to be the most unnatural that lived amongst men.
And well he might so do, for well I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there, food to the sucked and hungry lioness?
Twice did he turn his back and purpose so. But kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle to the lioness who quickly fell before him, in which hurtling from miserable slumber I awaked.
Are you his brother?
Was it you he rescued?
Was you who did so often contrive to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing I am.
But for the bloody napkin!
By and by, when from the first to last betwixt us two, tears our recountless had most kindly bathed as how I came into that desert place. In brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, committing me unto my brother's love, who led me instantly into his cave, there stripped himself, and here upon his arm the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled. And now he fainted, and cried in fainting upon Rosalind. Brief, I recovered him, bound up his wound, and after some small space, being strong at heart, he sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell this story, that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin dyed in his blood unto that shepherd youth that he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
Oh, Ganymede, sweet Ganymede.
Many will swoon when they do look on blood.
There's more in it. Cousin
you were covetous.
Oh, and when I were at home.
Oh, you shall take me thither. Will you grab me by the arm?
Be of good cheer, youth. You a man, you lack a man's heart.
So I do. Sirrah, a body would think this was well counterfeited. I pray you, tell your brother how well it counterfeited.
This was not counterfeit. There's too great testimony in your complexion that it was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Well then, take a strong heart and counterfeit to be a man.
So I do, when I should have been a woman by rights.
You grow paler. Draw you homewards. Will you come with us, good sir?
That will I, for I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I shall devise something. But I pray you, commend my counterfeiting to him. Will you go?
Touchstone?
We shall find a time, Audrey. Patience, gentle Audrey.
Faith, the priest was good enough. Where all the old gentlemen say.
A most wicked Sir Oliver, Audrey. A most vile Martez. But Audrey, there is a youth in the forest that lays claim to you.
I know who you mean. Why, he has no interest me in the world. Why, here comes the gentleman you speak of.
Ah, it is meat and drink to me to see such a clown. We that have good wits have much to answer for. We shall be flouting, we cannot hold.
Good evening, Audrey. Righty, good evening, William.
Oh, and good even to you, sir. Good even, gentle friend. Cover thy head, cover thy head. Nay, prithee, be covered. How old are you, friend?
5 and 20, sir.
A ripe age. Is thy name William?
William, sir.
Fair name. Was born in the forest here?
Sir, I thank God.
Thank God. Good answer. Art rich?
Faith, sir, so-so.
So is good, very excellent good. And yet it is not, it is but so. Art thou wise?
Sir, I have a pretty wit.
Why, thou sayest well. I do now remember a saying. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. The heathen philosopher, when he had a desire to eat a grape, would open his lips to put it into his mouth, meaning that grapes are to eat and lips to open. You do love this, maid?
I do, sir.
Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
No, sir.
Then learn this of me. To have is to have, for it is a figure in rhetoric that drink, being poured from cup into glass, by filling one doth empty the other. All your writers do consent that ipse is he. Now you are not ipse, for I am he.
Which he, sir?
He, sir, that must marry this woman. Therefore, clown, abandon, which in the vulgar is leave, this society, which in the boorish is company, of this female, which in the common is woman, which together is, abandon the society of this female, or else thou perishest, or to thy better understanding diest, or to which I kill thee, make thee awake, translate thy life into death, thy liberty into bondage. I'll deal with thee in poison, or in bastinado, or in steel. I'll ban thee with thee in faction. I'll overrun thee with policy. I'll kill thee 150 ways. Therefore, tremble and depart.
God rest you merry, sir!
Our master and mistress seeks you. Come away, away.
Trip, Audrey, I attend.
It's possible that on so little acquaintance you should like her, and that but seeing you should love her, and loving woo, and wooing she should grant. And will you persever to enjoy her?
Neither call the giddiness of it in question, the poverty of her, the small acquaintance, my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting. But say with me, I love Aliena. Say with her that she loves me. Consent with both, that we may enjoy each other. It shall be to your good. For my father's house, and all the revenue that is also Roland's, I will estate upon you. And here, live and die a shepherd.
You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. Thither will I invite the Duke and all his contented followers. Go you and prepare Aliena. For look you, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scar.
It is my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but with the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
Oh, I know where you are. For indeed, there was never anything so sudden but the fight of two rams and Caesar's personical brag of I came, saw, and overcame. For your brother and my sister no sooner met but they looked. No sooner looked but they loved. No sooner loved but they sighed. No sooner sighed but they asked one another the reason. No sooner sought the reason but they found the remedy. And in these degrees they have built a pair of stairs that they will climb to marriage incontinent, or else be incontinent before marriage. They are in the very wrath of love and will together. Clubs cannot part them.
I shall be married tomorrow, and I will bid the Duke to the nuptial. But oh, how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. By so much the more shall I tomorrow be at the height of heart heaviness, by how much I shall think my brother happy in having what he wishes for.
Why then, tomorrow I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind?
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. Know of me then, for now I speak to some purpose. I have, since I was 3-year-old, conversed with a magician, one most profound in his art and yet not damnable. If you do love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, when your brother marries Aliena, shall you marry her? I know into what straits of fortune she is driven, and it is not impossible to me, if it be not inconvenient to you, to set her before you tomorrow, human as she is and without any danger.
Speak thou in sober meanings.
By my life I do, which I do tender dearly, though I say I am a magician. Therefore, put you in your best array, bid your friends, for if you will be married tomorrow, you shall, and to Rosalind if you will. Oh, look who comes here, a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Yes, you have done me much ungentleness to show the letter that I wrote to you.
I care not if I have. It is my study to seem ungentle and despiteful to you. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Look on him, love him, he worships you.
Oh, good shepherd! Tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of faith and service, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, all made of wishes, all adoration, duty, and observance, all humbleness, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance, and so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Who do you speak to? I blame you me to love you.
To her that is not here, nor doth not hear.
Don't sully
I pray you no more of this. Tis like the howling of wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you if ever I marry woman, and I shall be married tomorrow. I will satisfy you if ever I satisfy man, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind, me. As you love Phoebe, me. And as I love no woman, I'll meet. So fare you well. I have left you commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I!
Nor I!
Tomorrow is the joyful day, Audrey. Tomorrow will we be married.
Oh, I do desire it with all my heart, and I hope it's God who decides the desire to be a woman of the world. Why, here comes 2 pages of the banished Jew. Well met, honest gentlemen.
Oh, very well met. Come, sit, and a song.
We are for you. Sit in the middle.
Shall we, clap into it roundly without talking or spitting or saying that we pause? Which are the only prologues to a bad voice.
The faith, and both in tune like 2 peasants on a horse. It was a lover and his lass with a hey and a ho and a hey donny note that o'er the green cornfields did pass
In the springtime,
the only springtime and the birds to sing.
hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Sweet lovers love the spring. Between the acres of the rye with a hey and a ho and a hey donny do. These pretty country folks would fly.
In the springtime,
The only pretty time when the birds do sing.
hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding.
Sweet lovers love the spring. With carol they began that hour with a hey and a ho and a hey donny do. That life was but a flower.
In the springtime,
The only pretty time when the birds do sing. Hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding. Sweet lovers love the spring. And therefore take the present time with a hey and a ho and a hey, nonny no. For love is crowned with the prime. In the springtime, the only pretty ring time, when the birds do sing. Hey, ding-a-ding-a-ding. Sweet lovers love the spring.
Young gentlemen, as there is no great matter in the ditty, yet the note was very untunable.
What? You are deceived, sir. We kept our time.
By
Lost
my
not our
troth.
time.
By my troth, I count it as time lost to hear such a foolish song. God be with you and God mend your voices. Come, Audrey.
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that the boy can do all this that he has promised?
Sometimes do believe, sometimes do not. But those who fear, they hope. You know they fear.
Patience once more while Sir Compact is over. You say if I bring in your Rosalind, you'll bestow her on Orlando here.
Well, that would I, had I kingdoms to give with her.
And you say you will have her when I bring her.
That I would, were I of all kingdoms king.
You say that you'll marry me if I be willing.
That will I, should I die the hour after.
But if you do refuse me, you'll wed this most faithful shepherd?
So is the bargain.
You say you'll marry Phoebe if she be willing.
Though to have her in death, we're both one.
I promise to make all this better. Keep you your word, O Duke, to give your daughter. You yours, Orlando, to receive his daughter. Keep your word, Phoebe, that you'll marry me, or else refusing me to wed this shepherd. Keep your word, Silvius, that you'll marry Phoebe if she do refuse me. And from hence I go, to make all these deaths even.
I do remember in that shepherd voice the mighty touches of my daughter's fame.
My lord, the first time that I ever saw him, methought he was a brother to your daughter. But, my lord, this boy is forest-born, and hath been tutored in the rudiments of many desperate studies by his uncle, whom he reports to be a great magician obscured in the circles of the forest.
Oh, sure there's another flood toward, and these couples are coming to the ark. Here come a pair of very strange beasts that in all tongues are called fools.
Salutations and greetings to you all.
Good my lord, bid him welcome. This is the motley-minded gentleman that I have met so often in the forest. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
If any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod a measure. I have flattered a lady. I have been politic with my friend, smooth with mine enemy. I have undone 3 tailors, I've had 4 quarrels, and am likely to have fought one.
How was that ta'en up?
Faith, we met and found the quarrel was upon the 7th cause.
How 7th cause? Good my lord, like this fellow.
I like him very well.
God ild you, sir, I do desire you of delight. I press in here with the rest of the country copulatives to swear and forswear, as marriage binds and blood breaks. A poor thing, sir, an ill-favored thing, but mine own. 'Tis a poor humor of mine to take that no man else will. Rich honesty dwells like a miser in your poor house, sir, as your pearls in your foul oath.
By my faith, he's very swift and sententious.
According to the fool's bolt in such dulcet diseases.
But how the 7th cause? How did you find the quarrel in the 7th cause?
Upon a lie 7 times removed. Bear your body more seeming, Audrey. I did dislike the cut of a certain courtier's beard. He sent me word that if I said it was not cut well, he was in the mind it was. This is the retort courteous. If again I sent word it was not well cut, he would say he cut it to please himself. This is the quip mon. If again it was not well cut, he disabled my judgment. This is the reply surely. If again it was not well cut, he would say that I spoke not true. This is the reproof valuable. If again it was not well cut, he would say that I lie. This is the counterfeit quarrel. And so too the lie circumstantial and the lie direct.
And how oft did you say his beard was not well cut?
Oh, I durst go no further than the lie circumstantial, nor he durst not give me the lie direct. So we measured swords and parted.
And can you nominate, in order now, the degrees of the lie?
Oh, sir, we quarrel in print, by the book. As you have books for good manners, I will name you the degrees. First, the retort courteous. Second, the quick modest. Third, the reply churlish. Fourth, the reproof valiant. Fifth, the countercheck cold. Sixth, the lie circumstantial. And seventh, the lie direct. All you may avoid but the lie direct. And you may avoid that too, with an if. I knew when the 7 justices were met and could not settle upon a quarrel, and the parties met themselves, one of them thought but of an if, as, if you said so, well then I said so. And they shook hands and swore brothers. Your if is your only peacemaker. Much virtue in it.
Good my lord, is this not a rare fellow? He's as good at anything, and yet a fool.
Oh, he uses his humor like a stalking horse, and under the presentation of that, he shoots his wit.
And there is mirth in heaven when earthly things made even atone together. Good Duke, receive thy daughter. Hymen from heaven brought her, yea, brought her hither, that thou mightst join her hand with his, whose heart within his bosom is.
To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
There be truth in sight, you are my Rosamond.
Ah, if sight and shape be true, why then, my love adieu.
If you be not he, I'll have no husband if you be not he, nor ne'er wed woman if you be not she.
Peace, ho! I bar confusion, 'tis I must make conclusion of these most strange events. Here's 8 that must take hands to join in Hymen's bands. If truth hold true contents, you and you no cross the heart. You and you are heart in heart. You to his love must go to have a woman to your lord. You and you are shut together as the winter is foul weather. Was a wedlock if we sing. Made yourselves a questioning that reason wonder may diminish. How thus we met and these things finish. Wedding is great, Juno's crown. Oh, blessed bond of board and bed. To Hymen peoples every town. How wedlock then be honored. Honor, I honor, and renown. To Hymen, God of every town.
Thou art very welcome to me, and even daughter, welcome in no less degree.
I will not eat my word. Now thou art mine. Thy faith, my fancy, to thee doth combine.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me have audience for a word or two. I'm the second son of old Sir Roland. I'd bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Now, Duke Frederick, hearing how every day men of great worth resorted to this forest, addressed a mighty power which were on foot in his own conduct, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword. And to the skirts of this wild wood they came, where meeting with an old, religious man, after some question with him, was converted. Both from the enterprise and from this world, and his crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all their lands restored to them again, which were once exiled. Oh, this to be true, I do engage my life.
welcome, young man. Thou offerest fairly to thy brother's wedding. To one, land was held. To the other, the land itself at large a potent dukedom. But first, in this forest, let us do those things that here were well begun and well begot. And after, every of this happy number that have endured shrewd days and nights with us shall share the good of our returned fortune according to the measure of their states. But meantime, forget this new fallen dignity and fall into our rustic revelry. Play, music, brides and bridegrooms all, to measure heaped in joy, to the measure's fall.
Sir, by your patience, if I heard you rightly, the Duke hath put on a religious life and thrown into neglect the pompous court.
He hath.
Well then, to him will I. there is much matter to be heard and learned out of these convertites. You, to your former honor I bequeath. Your patience and your virtue well deserve it. You, to a love that your true faith doth merit. You, to your land, your love and great allies. You, to a long and well-deserved bed. And you, to wrangling, for thy loving voyages but 2 months victory. So, to your pleasures. I am for other than for dancing measures.
Stay, Jakey, stay.
To see no pastime I, what you will have, I'll stay to learn at your abandoned camp.
Well, proceed, proceed. We will begin these rites, as we do trust they'll end in true delights.
See the lady the epilogue, yet 'tis not more unhandsome than to see the lord the prologue. If it be true, a good wine needs no bush, then a good play needs no epilogue. But indeed, for good wine they do use good bushes, and good plays prove the better with the help of a good epilogue. What a case am I in then, that am neither a good epilogue, nor can insinuate in the behalf of a good play? I am not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you, and I begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear to men, to like as much of this play as pleases you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, that between you and the women the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that liked me, faces that pleased me, and breasts that defied me not. And as many as have good faces, good beards, and sweet breasts will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid me farewell.